Hello, hello, and welcome back to Extracurricular Activities. We're still here at Harold's place, getting the security system all worked out. We're just trying to make his life easier, and maybe we'll make it worse. Man, what a day for Harold. Poor bear. I hope he's gonna be okay. You flip through the instructions for the security system while waiting for him to rejoin you. When he came back to you, he had a box with him as well. What's in the box?
It's empty. After you show me how to use this thing, I'm going to start putting away anything that with Diana tied to it away.
Okay. Ah, I see.
It's going to be tough, but it needs to be done.
Well, you have me here with you. I'll help you get through it.
Thanks, Mr. Josh. So, how does this thing work?
You let him sit at the desk, and you stood behind him, directing him on how the system works. The system work. Yes. Okay. After about 30 minutes of explaining, he seemed to have a decent idea of how to use it.
Yeah, and this bar shows how much space it used on the recording, right?
Yeah. You should probably delete stuff off of it each week. We can store any needed footage on your computer, but hopefully we won't need anything like that.
Hopefully.
You spun his chair around to where he was facing you.
Okay, well, this was easy enough. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome, Papa Bear. He leaned over and you leaned over and gave him a kiss on the forehead. Are you ready to get this next job started?
I think so. We'll start in here and just move from the room to room. Obviously, any pictures of us need to be taken down, so I'll leave that to you. Other things won't be as obvious to you, and I'll handle that.
Gotcha.
Like this.
He picked up a small statue of a bear snowboarding that was sitting on his bookshelf.
She got this for me one time when we were in the Brindle Mountains together. We tried snowboarding, and it was just a disaster. It was so much fun, but neither of us knew what we were doing. I fell over so many times when we raced down the mountain in the lodge, and we had hot chocolate at the end. She got me this to celebrate me beating her to the bottom. Who'd have thought that? That me just telling her I was bisexual would have ruined all that. Maybe I should just have kept it all to myself.
He rolled the statue around in his paw, staring idly at it. You put your hand over his, and he sighed, putting the item down in the box before rubbing the back of his paw across his eyes.
This has to do it. I can't look at these things without feeling sad. Don't let me linger on these things, okay?
Okay, I won't let you. You patted his chest, and looked around the office, putting down any pictures that had Deanna in them. It didn't take long before you moved into the bedroom to continue the process. The box, okay, the bear, oh, that's a different bear. Right. We didn't get to see the other bear. Oh no, I wanted to see that. The box was filled up quickly, and Harold had to go find another one for you to put more things in.
There isn't much in here anyway. Thank you. Thankfully,
that's what it said.
Just pictures, mostly.
You guys took a lot of pictures together.
We did. We always wanted to have something more than just memories from everything we did. Dating in high school, partying in college, our wedding, our honeymoon. There were so many memories in here. Daima, I'm gonna see if there's anything in the closet that needs to go too.
He stepped into the closet and shut the door behind him, and you continue moving around the room, pulling pictures off the wall to place into the box. Once you had all the pictures put away, you stepped over to the closet to check on Harold. Before you knocked on the door, you heard something coming from inside the closet, and you realized it sounded like sobbing. Okay. And we ignore that. Move on. You know? You didn't hesitate, pulling the door open, and you found him standing, oh, it was him, okay, standing in the back of his closet, propping up with his hands against it. His body shuddered each time you, heard him sniffle and inhale. Why would you, Harold? Harold! Like, sir! Oh my god.
It hurts so much, Mr. Josh.
You stepped up behind him and leaned against him, putting your arms around his stomach to hold him against you.
We had an amazing life together. Everything was perfect.
He raised a hand and then slammed a fist against the wall.
Why? Why did I open my mouth and ruin what we had?
Once more, he hit the wall, and you noticed it created an indent in it. Come on, man. It's not expensive to fix, but you know.
All I had to do was just keep it to myself.
As his fist reared back once again, you hooked your arm around his to keep him from throwing his fist forward. All the strength he had put into the punch was gone in an instant, and he just leaned in his forehead to the wall.
I loved her more than life itself. I would have done anything for her, and she just threw me away. How many years of my life were dedicated to her? 15 years. Did I actually mean so little to her that she wouldn't work through it with me? After all we had gone through. I was just nothing.
His breathing was shaky while he tried to recompose himself.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't get to hold it back anymore. It's been hard today. I've been dreading doing this, and I didn't think it would hit me so hard. I'm so glad you're here with me.
He dropped down to his knees and put his back to the wall before sitting down.
You must think I'm really pathetic. I used to be this really fit, handsome guy with my life on track. I had everything I could have ever wanted. And now I'm this fat mess of problems. I feel like I'm just spiraling out of control. It's sad, isn't it? I want to be a good boyfriend to you, but there's so much wrong with my life right now. So much wrong with me. It really is pathetic.
I don't think you're pathetic at all. You sat down on your knees between his legs, facing him, and you put your hand to his cheek to wipe the tears away as these streams down. Okay. He was breathing deeply, trying to keep from sniffling more. He tried to get himself under control. I mean, how I see it, you're a pretty strong and amazing guy. Just look at what you've done today. You went to talk to a therapist about your problems. You want things to get better. You're fighting to make things better. It's hard for you, yeah. And it gets to you sometimes, but you're fighting it. That says a lot about you, Harold. You're not ready to give up. You're far from pathetic. His tears stopped, and you lowered your hand to him to look at you after you rubbed away what tears were left.
At least one of us thinks so.
Then there's school and the tennis team. You do your best with everyone, and you don't even let them see that there's something wrong. You don't understand how you do it. I don't understand how you do it every day. You're really something amazing. You know that? And I feel super lucky to have you in my life. Don't forget, I'm here for you. You don't need to keep your feelings a secret from me, okay? Even if you can't outright tell me, you can text me or write me a note. Something, just let me know when you're hurting and need someone. I'm here for you, no matter what.
Oh, Mr. Josh.
He grabbed you suddenly in a hug and pulled you tight to his body, nuzzling against the side of your head.
Damn it, Mr. Josh. I love you.
You do?
I can't hold it back anymore. I love you. You've made me feel like I'm worth something again. You make me feel so damn happy. Seeing you and hearing your voice just gives me butterflies every time. I've wanted to tell you for a couple of days now, and I was afraid. Michael told me that I shouldn't keep my feelings repressed, so I just had to tell you. I love you, Mr. Josh. I don't want anyone other than you. Even if you don't love me, maybe one day you will. I'll do whatever I can to make you happy.
I love you too, Harold.
Really?
I don't know how else to describe how I feel for you. I love every minute, no, every second I spend with you.
Why?
Because you're an amazing man. You're attractive, you're smart, athletic, a total sweetheart. There are so many things about you that are just so appealing to me. You just make me so happy, you know that? I don't know what else to say.
Wow. Sometimes I felt I'd never know what love was again. And now this is where I am.
He kissed the side of your head and squeezed you tightly again. You were happy with him holding you there, with his warm belly pushed against you and his strong arms pulling you close. It went on for a little bit until you heard and felt his stomach growl cavernously, yes, against you.
Okay, I think it's time to finish this job so we can eat something. It's been a while since we've had lunch.
How about you order some pizza?
And by the time it's here, we should be done. A good idea. Just give me a minute to freshen up, okay? I promise I'll be back in a minute.
Alrighty. I'll go to the living room and start in there now.
Thank you. After I order the pizzas, I'll join you.
He helped push you to your feet, and you stepped out of the closet as he was standing up. When he joined you in the living room, you had already pulled down any pictures that needed to go.
There are so many gaps on the walls and shelves now.
We're just gonna have to fill them back up, huh?
Yeah, we will.
Man, so, sorry, I have to mention this. I had a classmate that told me that they, like, hung up picture frames. Like, you know when you buy picture frames, they have, like, the preview images in them? They said that their family had those up, but they didn't replace those photos, so they just had, like, these, like, stock photos that came with the frames. Thought that was the funniest shit I'd ever heard. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, we will.
Is there any other place that might have something we need to box up?
Nothing comes to mind, so I think we're done for now. I think anything I see that triggers a memory, I'll remove it. I might have missed some things, but all of the big things are gone.
God, that means we can relax now, right?
Yeah.
He plops down on the couch and motioned for you to sit with him. You did so and snuggled up against him, and he puts an arm around your shoulder, pulling you in close. So, what is it you wanted to talk to me about? You mentioned we needed to talk earlier.
Well, we just talked about it in the closet. I was going to tell you, no matter what, but it just came out during the moment.
Ah, I see. And that was something you talked to your therapist about?
Yeah, we talked about a lot of things, but that was a big focus, that and getting rid of anything Deanna. You expressed some of the things you had said too, and about making sure I talk to someone about how I'm feeling and not letting it fester. I do that way too often, and I need to stop. I hope I don't get your nerves. I hope I don't get on your nerves with this.
It'll be fine, Bear. It'll never get on my nerves. I am bad at this. Heck, even if you feel the need to call me at least at 3 in the morning because you're having a hard time sleeping, I want you to call me. I won't answer, but it's the gesture is there. Never think I don't want to talk to you, okay?
I'll try. After we eat, I'll get you home.
I could just stay here tonight, if you want.
Well, the thought is nice. I think I need to spend the tonight by myself.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll be fine, don't worry. I'd like to have some time to myself is all. But tomorrow begins the weekend. I would really like if you stayed the night with me.
Okay, I can do that then.
And it would make preparing for a Saturday a lot easier. We have a lot to do that evening.
Oh yeah, we do?
Yep, we're going to the musical, and I'm going to take you to the dinner before that. I'm really looking forward to it.
I don't want... I can't wait either. It sounds like it will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He pats your arm and leaned heavily against you, rubbing his hand up and down. You sat on the couch with each other in silence. You found enjoyment in feeling his bulk against you. The warmth of his body and the softness of his fur just added to it. Pizza time. The sound of the doorbell caused you and Harold to both jump.
I didn't realize it was time for pizza to get here already. If you would, go greet the guy, and I'll get my wallet.
Will do. The pizza was paid for, scarfing down, and shortly after, you were on your way back to the shelter. For some reason, I thought you were going to open the door, and Deanna was going to be there, and she was just going to stab you. Right? You should come in for a moment and say hi to Maria.
There's no need to bother her on my account. If you would, just let her know I said hello, and that I'll definitely stop by and see her tomorrow.
Ah, okay. I'll let her know then. Are you really sure you want to be alone tonight? I can grab my stuff for tomorrow, and I can just ride back home with you.
I'm sure. Thank you, though. It makes me glad to know that you care, so I'll be okay.
Then just let me know when you're home, okay?
I will.
And drive safely.
Always.
And please, if you need me for any reason, don't hesitate to call.
Don't worry, I will.
Promise?
Yeah, I promise. Don't worry about this, Bear. I'll be just fine. I have you.
He ran his paw across your cheek and pulled you towards him for a kiss. It was soft and wet, and he kept his face close to yours for a moment.
I love you, Mr. Josh.
I love you too, Papa Bear.
I'll see you at practice tomorrow.
Yep, I'll see you then. You gave him another quick kiss before you exited his vehicle and went inside. Mr. Josh, welcome back home. Where's Mr. Grifter? He needed to get home, but he promised he'd see you tomorrow. He had better. Is he doing all right? I've been a little worried about him. He's doing good. We just had a really busy day. We set up his security cameras, then a police officer has stopped by since he decided to file the report in the end. Yes, I talked to someone who called about that earlier. That's right. I had to give him your number, that way he could verify my story. I'm glad I was able to help in some way. It was very helpful, so I appreciate it. After he left, we took down a lot of the stuff around his house that reminded him of his ex-wife. Hopefully it'll help out. That's good to hear. I hope that whole issue can be resolved and prevented from happening again. In regards to his ex. She sounds like an absolutely dreadful person. It's sad, since he said she never used to act like this. She changed after the divorce, it seems. It really is sad to hear. I'm glad Harold is on track to feeling better, though. Me too. Now, you've had a busy day, too. How about you go relax for the night? Thanks, Maria. I think I will. Have a good night. You too. Back here. You didn't even bother with the lights, and you just fell onto your bed. I really wish he had let me stay with him tonight. I don't like him being alone right now. We'll talk a little bit though, and I can't wait for this weekend. Okay, day 26. There were 35 days, right? Okay. So we're closing in. These are probably going to be long days though, right? This will probably be like the Saturday from Echo, where like it's the whole entire route. It's just the one day. Excuse me. Anyway, I will end the part here, so I will see you around, everyone.